Welcome back to Pronunciation with Emma. In this video, we're going to talk about connected speech. More specifically, we're going to talk about consonant consonant and consonant vowel connected speech. If you're interested in learning more about vowel connected speech, then there is a part 1 to this, so go and check that out. I'll link it down in the description for you. Before we get started with that though, I do want to do a little recap of the rules when it comes to connected speech. So easy peasy, let's start with consonant vowel linking. Basically, whenever you get a word that ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound, you just move that consonant over to the start of the next word. Easy peasy. For example, I need it. I need it. It. I need it. So that duh from need moves over to the start of the next word and creates it. I need it. If you say it slowly, it sounds a bit weird because it sounds like I need it or I need it, and people may think, what's dit? So you've got to say it quite quickly. I need it. I need it. Now, when it comes to consonant-consonant linking, it can get a little bit more complicated, but in this video, I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. The thing that I'm going to focus on is when two consonant sounds are very similar in position in the mouth. So, for example, if you have two similar sounds, such as two alveolar sounds, then you may join them together and essentially you don't pronounce the first one, you hold it and then you release it on the next sound. For example, I need them, I need them, I need them. So here, instead of saying I need them, and I'm releasing that duh, because duh and the are pronounced in quite similar positions in the mouth, I can just go straight to that th and hold that duh. I need them. I need them. Cases where the sound is the same at the end and at the beginning of the word, basically you just continue that sound. For example, this scene, this scene. This scene, this scene. So you notice I don't separate the words, I just keep the sound going. It becomes almost like one word, you just join them together. This scene. So those are the main points that I want to talk about when it comes to connecting consonants together. So as a little recap, if they are pronounced in a similar part of the mouth, such as they're both pronounced at the front or they're both pronounced with the lips, you're going to see cases of that, like for example, some butter, some butter. I don't say some butter and I release the ma, but I hold it and I just release it with the ba, some butter. You're going to see that in this analysis. Or if they are the same sound, we just keep the sound going. That's basically it. As I did say, there are other cases of connected speech when it comes to consonant-consonant linking. You will see that when I do this analysis, because I'm actually filming this intro after doing the analysis, that I do come across where the consonant sound changes at the end of words, and I tried to explain it in the video, but midway I was thinking this is a huge mistake, I'm going to confuse a lot of people. I do have a video planned where I want to talk about when a consonant sound completely changes and it is essentially influenced by the consonant starting the next word. Please don't get too confused by it. I will create another video to clarify it and make it loads more clearer, hopefully, than I do in the video. But anyway, that's that. Let's just get started with the analysis. Enjoy. Clapping with syncing. That wasn't right. Okay, now let's have a look at the text together and do an analysis. So remember, I'm only going to focus on consonant-consonant and consonant-vowel linking in this analysis. If you're looking for vowel-vowel linking, I talk about that in part 1, so I will leave a video to that in the description. Anyway, let's have a look at this text together. So if you've already watched part 1, this text will be very familiar to you. Like, it is the same text, I've not changed anything. I'm just analysing it from a different perspective. So here, let's start with the first sentence. Let's make a cake. Let's make a cake. Let's make a cake. We're going to take that ka here and we're going to move it to the beginning of the next word. So let's make a cake. Let's make a cake. We need 2 eggs. We need 2 eggs. This duh here, I'm basically going to hold it and I'm just going to release it as a ta. So we need 2. We need 2. Not we need two. You could say it like that, that's okay. But as we're analysing connected speech, it makes sense to talk about this. So we need 2 eggs. We need 2 eggs, or maybe 3 eggs for this recipe. There's no other consonant consonant or consonant vowel linking there. Now we need some flour and sugar. Now we need some flour and sugar. Here, this is something I mentioned in part 1 and I didn't really address it. I just said this is something that happens, but I didn't explain what happened really. So now is the diphthong sound that we have there. So now we. What I'm doing here is I'm joining them together. So now we need some flour and sugar. Now we need some flour and sugar. Now we need some, so here, need some, I'm not releasing that duh, I'm holding it, and then I'm moving straight to the sa. Need some. Now we need some flour and sugar. Now this isn't a feature of connected speech, but it is a feature of rapid speech. I'm going to remove this little duh over here. Now, I'm not really going to explain in so much detail why in this video, because I do have another video that talks all about why we remove the ta and da at the end of words and when we do that and what happens, etc. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. If you're watching in the future and that video has already come out, I will link it down in the description, but if not, you're going to have to wait, sorry. So now we need some flour and sugar. Flour and sugar. Okay, let's lay out the ingredients. So these two come together as well because they're pronounced in a similar part of the mouth. We're using the alveolar area, the alveolar ridge. So let's lay out. Let's lay out. So here as well, lay out all the ingredients. Lay out all the ingredients. I'm moving the ta over to the next word because it starts with a vowel. All the ingredients. These two are pronounced in very similar positions in the mouth. So I'm going to hold that dark L. So that is a dark L up here. That's the symbol. I have a video all about the light and dark L, which you can take a look at. I'll also put that in the description too. My description is going to be full of links to videos, but I guess that's good. It means that they're all coming together nicely. So let's lay out all the ingredients. All the ingredients, not all the ingredients. My tongue stays up and then it just goes straight to the voiced TH. Again, I have a video about that. I'll link that down below as well. So ingredients, so. These two are the same sound, s and s. They're going to come together. We're not going to break them and separate them. We're going to keep them together like a happy little couple and pronounce it almost like one word. So it becomes like ingredients. So, okay, let's lay out all the ingredients. So we can see. Here, I'm going to hold that na in position and I'm just going to slide my tongue straight into a sa. So it sounds like can see. I don't release that N and then move on to the next word. So it's not like we can see. We can see everything. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to remove that t. I'm not going to explain why. I'm going to keep you in suspense for another video, but there is a video coming all about removing t and d at the end of words. So I'm going to completely remove that. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to add, so here, these two, because they're pronounced in similar parts of the mouth, we're going to hold that d and we're just going to release it as a t. Exactly the same up here. Need to. Okay, so we need to add some. These are going to come together. We need to add some. We need to add some. We need to add some butter. These two are going to come together as well. We've got m and b. They're both pronounced with the lips. So we're going to keep the mouth closed and then just release it as a b. some butter, some butter. We need to add some butter. Right, we're ready to start. I don't think anything happens here. Nope. Okay, that's good. If I do miss out any connecting here, I mean, not relating to vowel connecting, but if I miss out any other connecting in here, then do forgive me, because there is a lot of connecting in this text that I've put together. Like, I've actually done this text, so I should know where all the linking is, but sometimes I just forget because there's so much. So do feel free to ask questions in the comments and point out if I missed any. So anyway, next sentence. First we need. We're going to cut that t again. First we need to, we're going to put those together. Need to put the, so not put the. First we need to put the butter and, remove that da, butter and sugar in the. So you notice what I'm doing all the time when we have these sounds that are quite similar to each other. That first one tends to be held and then we just release it as the next sound. This doesn't always happen, of course. There will probably be a case where it doesn't happen here, but it's a very simple way to explain what's happening here. So hold that first sound and then just release it as the next sound in the next word. So first we need to put the butter and sugar in the, okay, bowl. Mix them together. You could even say that those two come together. Mix them. I would say they kind of join. Mix them, because I'm not really moving my tongue when I do the s. So this is like a combination, this k sound, them, mix them. I feel though that this one is more of like a palatal S rather than an alveolar S. Mix. I feel that one's more palatal. I feel I'm not really connecting those as much because I'm pronouncing this S as something more palatal rather than alveolar. So I will leave that one for now, but I will leave that there as like a little explanation. Then we add the, those two come together. Add the eggs. After it's all, that's going to move over here. It's all mixed together. Another combination there of da and ta. Mixed together. We put the flour in. Mix it all before adding the mixture to a baking tin. I don't think I've got any other linking there. Mix it all. Ah, yes, of course, the vowel over here. So mix it all. That's also going to link as well. Mix it all. I didn't even have that link in my notes. There's another cheeky hidden link there. So mix it all before adding the mixture to a baking tin. No other linking there. So put it, we're going to move that over here. Put it in, that's also going to move over here. Put it in the. These two are going to link together because they're similar positions in the mouth. In the. Put it in the oven. So all these consonants are going to move to the beginning of the next word. And then we've got in the. Put it in the oven. For around 30. So here, 30 starts with a th, starts with a voiceless th. Around 30. I don't release the D. I hold it and I just pronounce the th. 30 to 40 minutes until golden brown. This kind of linking here, I want to talk about it in another video. Should I talk about it now? Yeah, okay, I will talk about it now, just because I feel like I've left you in a lot of suspense already with some topics. So, golden brown. What happens here? You will see that I'm actually changing this sound here to a m, right? Golden brown. This happens with 3 different sounds, with t, d, and n. I should know, it's right here. And what happens is, when the next word starts with any other consonant sound, it doesn't matter which one, the sound changes so that it's similar to what the next word starts with. So, for example, here we've got n. Okay, that's one of our 3 sounds that can change at the end of words. Brown. So brown, we have a b sound, b, b, b. Another sound that's similar to b, so another bilabial sound, is p and m, of course. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this n and I'm going to change it so that it's similar sounding to this b here. Now, because n is a nasal, I feel like I'm going to lose you here. I'm going to confuse you. I'm sorry. I will talk about it in more detail in another video, right? Okay. But here, this n, because it's nasal, we're going to change it to this. Okay. B and p are not nasal sounds. N is nasal. M is nasal. M is similar to b. It is in the collection of one of the 3 sounds that we can change if it's at the end of a word and the next word starts with another consonant sound. So I'm going to change the n to a m. I really hope I didn't lose you there with that explanation. I will talk about it in loads more detail in another video. Just pronounce it as a m for now if you didn't understand, or a n. It doesn't really matter so much, but that's the explanation of that. I'll talk about it in more detail in the future in another video. I think it deserves its own video. So here, put the, put it in the oven for around 30 to 40 minutes until golden brown. Golden brown. Golden brown. Insert. We're going to move that t to the beginning of the next word. Insert a skewer into the cake. Into the cake to check it's cooked. When it's ready, we're going to move that n over. When it's ready, let it cool. We're going to move that over to the next word. So let it cool for a bit. Cool for a bit. No other link in there. 5 minutes. Notice here, I'm not breaking these. Minutes should. I join them together. Nice little sound effect there. So minutes should. Those come together because they're pronounced in similar parts of the mouth. So minutes should be enough. Should be. That becomes like a m sound. Again, for the same reason up here, we're changing that sound. I will talk about it in another video in more detail. Please don't worry about it or be too confused about it. Take it as a little introduction and preparation for that video when it comes out. So should be enough. Now it's time to eat. I don't think there's any other linking there. It's time. No, I got it in my notes that these 2 link. It's time. Because they're pronounced in similar positions in the mouth. They're both alveolar sounds. So I think I managed to get all of the things I wanted to talk about. Again, if I have missed any other points of linking in here, then I'm sorry. Do let me know in the comments and I can clarify, yep, that's something I missed out, or no, that's nothing to do with this video, whatever. Do let me know, forgive me. So let's go through this together. I'll read it normally and I'll kind of say it like I did in part 1, a bit slower, then you can hear that connected speech happening. Let's make a cake. We need 2 eggs. Or maybe 3 eggs for this recipe. Now we need some flour and sugar. Okay, let's lay out all the ingredients so we can see everything. Okay, let's lay out all the ingredients so we can see everything. Woo! A lot of linking in that sentence. Especially when you start to include the vowel linking. Okay, let's lay out all the ingredients so we can see everything. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to add some butter. Right, we're ready to start. First, we need to put the butter and sugar in the bowl. So here, I think I accidentally separated them, but first we need to put the butter and sugar in the bowl. There we go, that sounded a lot more natural. I went into like a very teacher mode then, I don't know what happened, my brain switched. So first we need to put the butter and sugar in the bowl. Mix them together. I'm still debating about whether this is too palatal. It's too palatal with that S for it to link. Mix them. I'm debating that one. Let me know in the comments what you think about that one. That's going to be the controversial one in this video. So mix them together. Then we add the eggs. After it's all mixed together, we put the flour in. After it's all mixed together, we put the flour in. Mix it all before adding the mixture to a baking tin. Put it in the oven for around 30 to 40 minutes until golden brown. Insert a skewer into the cake to check it's cooked. When it's ready, let it cool for a bit. 5 minutes should be enough. Now it's time to eat. I think that's it. I think I managed to get all of my linking. As I said, if I forgot any, let me know in the comments, and yes, I will reply to them and let you know whether I did miss them or not. So that's that. That's the end of the analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. You learned something new about connected speech with regards to consonant, consonant, and consonant vowel linking. If you want to know more about vowel linking and you haven't seen part 1, then go and check it out. It is linked below. Any other videos that I think will be really useful for you, or ones that I've mentioned during the analysis, or ones that maybe during editing I thought, hold on, I think this will be useful for you, I will put it down, or put them, because there's quite a lot, I assume. I will put them all down in the description, so feel free to check them out, and then you'll see how everything comes together, and hopefully it will help. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say on that. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a big fat thumbs up down below, give it a like, and if you are new here and haven't subscribed yet, then click the subscribe button. You can also click the bell icon and you'll receive a notification every single time I post a new video or I go live. I think that's everything. I can breathe now. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic week and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.